Welcome back to another episode of Anything and Everything. I am your host, Lawrence Johnson. Happy Wednesday. Don't forget to hate and subscribe. And today we will be talking about how Trump is now saying out loud, yeah, free speech, I need that. How 6ix9ine said, I'm taking that, son. I stole that. And that's what he's doing. And it started off with burning of the flag. Take a listen.
Inciting riots. We took the freedom of speech away because that's been through the courts, and the court said you have freedom of speech. But what has happened is when they burn a flag, it agitates and irritates crowds. I've never seen anything like it on both sides, and you end up with riots. So we're going on that basis. We're looking at it not from the freedom of speech, which I always felt strongly about, but never passed the courts.
I mean, bro just said out loud, I'm taking away free speech. Yeah, I know the courts voted on it, and I know they was against it, but nah, it causes insurrections. And it's just like, you could literally say anything causes insurrection then. So, okay, well, you saw that over there, he was burning that t-shirt, and then this caused the protest, and then that caused that car being damaged over there, so, yeah, we're gonna have to arrest him for a year. And it's like, whoa, what the, is this Nazi Germany? What's going on, son? And then that dweeb-ass bitch, Nick, he pulled up. He's invited to go sit with Trump and all of them because he went and reported on what was going on in Portland, which was absolutely fucking nothing and is still nothing other than some people outside of government buildings. But then he brought a burned flag from the insurrection to the White House. And not only did Trump say, oh, that's awesome, he then said, oh, I need you to snitch on bro because I'm gonna go try to arrest him. It's like, no, I'm serious.
So why don't you give it to Pam? Give it to the Attorney General, and let's start prosecutions.
Yeah. I actually have a second flag that he tried to burn as well. So I have two of them from the same guy.
Well, you also saw what happened when that flag started burning. Everyone went crazy. That's right. And that's when it started, when they started burning the flag. So thank you. If you could give the information, it would be great.
Absolutely.
And at least that horrible night made you famous.
Even the dickhead that brought the flag was surprised. He said, I didn't think of that. Yeah, no one thought of that because that is infringing on free speech. And if this burnt flag caused an insurrection, how does my dude that stole the flag from the person burning it not have one bruise, not one scratch? He looks like he's completely fine because he is completely fine. But instead you said, oh, go talk to Pam Bondi. Who gives a fuck what her name is? She's Trump, little dog walker, dick sucker, whatever. But instead he said, oh yeah, no, let's get some information, go talk to Pam, and yeah, we're gonna go try to arrest that guy. People, if you can't draw the line right there, if you're a Trump fan and this is not where you draw your line in the sand, you would have been letting Hitler slide for nothing. You would have been in Germany like, oh, man, there's a Jew over there, son. I saw them. Are you, no. In the attic, Anne Frank, whole family, I'm telling you. And you would have done it for free. Because I've seen you guys move the goalposts continuously. Like, oh, no. Well, yeah, they're blowing up boats in the water, but there's supposed to be drugs on there. We haven't seen them, but I'm just going to trust them. It's like, how the fuck does that work? What are you talking about? And that's what happens. It's slowly but surely, and the next thing you know, you don't have free speech anymore. And this is a step towards that. And this is coming from the man that's actively defending a child sex offender, a child trafficker at that. The CNN reporter asked, hey, oh yeah, well, there's word on the street is, Ghislaine's trying to get a pardon. And this motherfucker said, oh, I'm going to look into it. You're going to look into pardoning a child sex trafficker?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ.
Again, Trump fans, you got to draw the line in the sand somewhere. Wouldn't you want your president to answer? Oh, hell no. She's going to rot under the prison because she was a child sex trafficker. My boy said, no, I'm going to look into it. And then the reporter said out loud, straight to him, well, she's a child sex trafficker. And he shrugged that shit off like he was a running back hitting the A-gap versus JV team. And he in the NFL playing as Derrick Henry. All right, I don't give a fuck about child sex trafficking. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to talk to Pam and, a pardon could be on the way. And then he just brings up P. Diddy. Like, nigga, this has nothing to do with P. Diddy. P. Diddy was a freak. that was having sex parties and then would crash the fuck out on Cassie behind closed doors. No, Ghislaine was the biggest child sex trafficker of my life. She was with Jeffrey Epstein, who is the scum of the scum of the scum of the earth. And you sitting here talking about, oh, I think I may pardon them? Oh yeah, people, we are living in a country that is no longer run by, like, any type of good human. That's on both sides, too, left and right. Other than Thomas Massey, even AOC, I have my questions about. Bernie, he won't call it a genocide. Fuck him, too. Yeah, everybody kind of sucks. Newsom, your social media game is good, but you suck, too. Yeah, we're not in a good place. Like I said, what needs to happen, coup d'etat the entire government. Everybody over the age of 60, get the fuck out. Democrat, Republicans, no longer. CNN, Fox News, plug pulled. All that shit gone. You know how we gonna run this shit from now on? Popular vote amongst the American people between 5 people. I know 2, you don't have one or the other. No, 5. And that popular vote that wins, okay, that's the president. Boom, next 4 years. Now, I know you're gonna say, well, what about state stuff? Guess we gonna give more powers to the state so they can vote on what they need to vote on. And I'm not trying to leave farmers hanging out, but in reality, this whole 2-party system is the dumbest fucking system in the world. And we're in 2025. How's there only 2 options? Does that even make sense? Oh, you got to choose this guy or choose this guy. And if you choose this person, well, you should hate everybody that chooses over there. The generation before us was fed this lie, you shouldn't talk politics. No, yes, the fuck you should. Let's all get on the same page because you'll understand there's not that many differences. But they just want to pin you against each other so they can each stay in power. And then when they get into power, nothing fucking changes. Really, they just get in there so they can trade and make their own money. And then say, see you fucking never. Yeah, in my new government, no trading. Okay, we may increase the salary a little bit, but there's not going to be no fucking trading, I'll tell you that. Shit is crazy, son. We got a president actively defending a pedo. And he may be a pedo his damn self. Yes, the birthday book is facts. And if that still doesn't make you think we're in a dictatorship, well, Stephen Miller just said the quiet part out loud and then froze.
I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen? Stephen? Hey, Stephen, can you hear me? It seemed, Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical issue.
Plenary authority. Do y'all know what that means? That means full control of everything, a dictatorship. And it wasn't no technical problem because when there's a technical problem, you're listening to somebody, then it gets cut off. He was in the middle of his statement, then realized, oh, I fucked up. And whoever was in his earpiece was like, hey, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Why are you saying that out loud? And all of a sudden, he just went mute. And then CNN, y'all not shit. Why would you not air that and show that everywhere? Instead, you go 5 minutes later, re-record the same exact fucking interview, and then let him get it right and post that one. That's what I'm saying. CNN, Fox News, fuck both of y'all. I know you guys are on the same side with the same type of funding, and you spew the same bullshit. Or we gotta talk shit about them, and you talk shit about them. But we can't have it go too far because we both need to stay in power and have clicks. Both you guys fucking suck. You guys have your few good reporters on each side, but as a network, as a whole, fucking trash. This is egregious. My boy just said Trump has full authority, dictatorship. Hello? That's a problem. And then he went mute like an idiot because he didn't even understand how to defend himself. And y'all just lobbed him a second chance? Oh yeah, this world is fucked up. This man has been preaching constantly about how the left is a terrorist group. And you're not going to take his words and see how he froze up like a fucking dickhead as serious? People, step by step, they are trying to make this a dictatorship and trying to take away all free speech. Who knows how much longer I'm going to be able to have this YouTube? I think I'll probably just get locked up instead of stop talking about what I need to talk about. But regardless, It's like burning a flag. Like the fact that they're even trying to lob this shit around makes me want to just burn a flag during the episode, just to say like, bro, I can do what I want. This country was built off of what? Free speech. People, oh, well, why don't you leave? I was born here. Why the fuck would I leave? I could be born somewhere and then over time say, wait a second, this is not the America I'm used to. I don't fuck with this. Hey, I'm burning the flag because fuck whatever America this is. I need to go to a prison for a year for that? Oh, yeah, y'all wildin', son. And you know who wildin' even more than that? BB the fucking bomber. Hey, BB, shut up. Nobody believes you anymore. I don't understand how many times I have to say it. Now he's over here trying to say Iran is going to bomb the U.S. They're going to hit y'all with ballistic missiles. That's just him threatening us through Iran. Because listen to this dumbass statement.
Iran is developing now ballistic missiles that are intercontinental ballistic missiles for 8,000 kilometer range. What does that mean? They add another 3,000 kilometers and they've got under their atomic guns, New York City in target, Washington, Boston, Miami, Mar-a-Lago. Okay? So that is a very great danger. You don't want to be under the nuclear gun of these people who are not necessarily rational and who chant death to America.
So they have missiles that are 5,000 miles capable, but another 3,000 miles, they could be hitting all these different places on the East Coast. And you even mentioned Mar-a-Lago, which is basically like a, hey, Trump, we could hit you too. And as an American, guess what? I don't give a fuck. Because you know what? The first people they gonna shoot if they so-called have nukes and these missiles is you. Because that shit not no 5,000 kilometers away. It's about 1,500. And hey, they can show me, because I know for a fact, the first person they gonna launch these missiles at, it's not America, it's definitely not the U.S. It's going to be the blue and white. That's not my problem. That's not my business. You keep on talking about this threat. We just went over there with a B-2 bomber and y'all bragged and said they won't have capabilities for years. And now you already back saying that they gonna blow us up? Nah, motherfucker. They may blow you up. That's not my problem. But the fact that you're trying to threaten us and scare us, that's not gonna work. No one's scared of the Middle East anymore. That shit was so 9/11, son. And even that, could have been you. Just saying. I mean, you did take out your own prime minister before just so you can get into power. So I'm just saying, BB, shut the fuck up. And the fact that you go on these podcasts and you go to Ben Shapiro and say, oh, America needs an ally. Like y'all the best ally, the greatest ally in the world. Go ahead.
America first doesn't mean America alone, because all countries need allies. Superpowers need allies. China has allies. Russia has allies. And if you're without allies who may develop the technologies that are needed for your defense, or the technologies that are needed for your offense, or the intelligence to save your lives, why forfeit yourself of these allies? The problem that you've had over the years, the United States, is that you didn't have these allies pulling their weight. And Israel is an ally. It's a fighting ally that pulls its weight.
Hey, bro, newsflash. You guys are that ally, that friend you need to cut off. Or be like, hey, man, they make your circle look bad. That's like a bruise on what y'all got going on. It's a real bad part of your allies, of your friends. No, y'all need some allies because everybody hates you. And for good reason. What do you mean? You're carrying out a genocide. But it's this fact that you keep on trying to say that we need y'all. America don't need y'all. We send you guys money. We send you military money. We used to send you guys economic money, which you now have free healthcare. You guys now have free schooling. You know what we got? None of that. So sorry if I say, fuck you. We talk about, I'm supposed to be worried about Iran bombing us. No. They go bomb you because you are a maniac and a genocidal dickhead. Not worried about no Iran. Crazy? The fuck? I'm tired of this shit. That lies is done. You cannot threaten us no more through other countries and trying to say, the Middle East is bad. We gonna save you. No. You need to start saving yourself. Stop talking about us in America. We have nothing to do with y'all niggas. At least that's how it would be in the perfect world. Obviously, AIPAC controls our entire government, and we're basically the United States of Israel. But in the perfect world, we would cut off the bad dead branch, which is you guys. Man, sick of this shit. Now, moving on to something a little bit more lighthearted, but still amazing. Not even amazing, man. Honestly, I'm sad, bro. They caught Derrick Groves. They did. Our boy got nabbed up, son. If y'all don't remember him, he was the last person remaining from the New Orleans 9. When they escaped out of jail, it's been 145 days. Man, that's a good run. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a long time. And he got caught in Atlanta. See, that's where he fucked me up at, because it's like, Atlanta, son? New Orleans, that's 2 states away. But I get it. You don't know that many people, and once you on the run like that and you on national news, it's like, okay, I can only trust a certain number of people. Where am I supposed to stay? I gotta find a crib to stay at. And supposedly he was staying with his girl, and then either a neighbor called to tip in, or they got in an argument, and they was like, man, that kind of looked like that dude Derrick Groves. Next thing you know, cops pulled up. Yeah, you're coming with us. And now, unfortunately, bro, you probably gonna be under the prison gang. That sucks. That's bad. But it was a good run, though. Documentary, that shit gonna be elites. And my thing is, too, but hey, Derrick, I heard about your story that supposedly you in there for getting your lick back on people that took out your grandparents. I don't know how true that is, but if that is true, you know, even if it's not true, I will sit down, bring the cameras. We can talk about everything that was going on, how it happened, everything. Because let me tell you, my boy, your story is interesting, and people was rooting for you. Nobody was harmed once you got caught. I'm sorry. Sometimes I root for the bad guy. Whatever. I'm a hater. I like to see bad shit happen sometimes, when really it could be good shit. Because it's like, man, he's supposedly cold-blooded murderer. He had all that time, he ain't hurt nobody. He was chilling in the crib in the Color Like Parasite. Somebody snitched. And I bet you ain't gonna get that money either, because they always find a loophole of, well, you didn't call the exact right tip line, and you didn't say this, that, and the third. So really, yeah, we're gonna keep that $50,000. I think it was still 50. I don't think they even raised that shit, Derrick. They didn't even think he was dangerous like that, son. Then Pam Bondi went and took the stand, and basically, she went from the most transparent DOJ of all time to, I'm not going to discuss, I'm not going to talk about anything. It's just like, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, you know what? Let's just play these series of clips back to back to back. I'm not even going to talk in between, just so you can see the type of bullshit that these people had to deal with for like 2 hours straight.
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House.
You won't even say whether you talked to the White House about this?
I am not going to discuss any internal conversations with the White House with you, Ranking Member.
I noticed that. What's the secret? Why do you want to keep this secret? The American people don't know the rationale behind the deployment of National Guard troops in my state. The word is, and I think it's been confirmed by the White House, they are going to transfer Texas National Guard units to the state of Illinois. What's the rationale for that?
Yeah, Chairman, as you shut down the government, you voted to shut down the government, and you're sitting here, our law enforcement officers aren't being paid. They're out there working to protect you. I wish you loved Chicago as much as you hate President Trump. And currently, the National Guard are on the way to Chicago. If you're not going to protect your citizens, President Trump will.
There's been public reporting that Jeffrey Epstein showed people photos of President Trump with half-naked young women. Do you know if the FBI found those photographs in their search of Jeffrey Epstein's safe or premises or otherwise? Have you seen any such thing?
You know, Senator Whitehouse, you sit here and make salacious remarks, once again trying to slander President Trump left and right, when you're the one who was taking money from one of Epstein's closest confidants, I believe, I could be wrong, correct me, Reid Hoffman, who was with Jeffrey Epstein on multiple occasions. And the senator sitting right next to you tried to block the flight logs from being released. Yet you're grilling me on President Trump and some photograph with Epstein? Come on. We're there to help make America safe and Illinois safe, whether or not you want to.
I believe cutting federal grant programs to law enforcement in my state and across the nation does not make us any safer, and you've done just that.
Like, we really have people in the government that are just actively hiding and lying constantly 24-7. Like, it's normal. And then the question that was most interesting to me was the half-naked women question. It's like, okay, so you do and have seen pictures of Trump with half-naked women, but you're just not going to comment on it? Like, she just completely dodged that bitch like the Matrix. Like, whoa, hold on. That's a little bit too close for the sun. I'm not trying to snitch on our guy. It's like, damn. Well, like, what does Trump do for y'all to just be so loyal to the soil? Like, I feel like he don't even threaten y'all. Does he just like brainwash you where he's just like, oh man, this is the Donald Trump aura. You gotta fuck with me or you get fucked? Figuratively. I mean, maybe literally. I don't know how he's still moving, grooving right now, but I bet he do be vibing, sliding. No cap. And I appreciate y'all here on YouTube for tuning in. Now we're going to move over to the Patreon. What we going to talk about on Patreon? The LeBron decision. Because, I mean, come on, son. You had people panicking like the league. Lakers tickets was skyrocketing, bro. We're going to talk about his decision. We're going to talk about what songs you should be listening to right now. Many different genres. And you know what I mean? A couple other things. Really about how Argentina hit the craziest lick on Trump. And, you know, just come tune in to the Patreon. But here at Anything and Everything on YouTube, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hate and subscribe. And we're going to be back like Cook Crack on Friday.